Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back for more Age of Wonders 3, the second of two episodes that I am recording this week, and we have gotten Mary in a very uncomfortable situation here. He is basically completely surrounded. He's got units all over the place down here, and I think the plan is to attack uh, probably the tile that he is on, drawing in a bunch of weak units. Then we'll go after the remaining two armies, and hopefully we can actually dominate that rogue and turn her to our side, getting us a fourth halfling hero, which would be unbelievably useful. I will take all the heroes I can get in this game. I don't think there's really anything else to mention other than this army up here that seems interested in possibly crossing the river. That is a heck of a lot of Manicore riders, but I am making more phalanxes, so I believe by the time they get to me, I have more than enough to deal with them, as long as Pippin doesn't come in at like the same time and, mess everything up. So what my plan is here is to, first off, I want to get probably this guy here, I think. I'm gonna be rearranging armies slightly because I want this guy, because of the Inspire Loyalty buff, to have as many phalanxes in his army as possible. But I also want to make sure that I can surround this guy to the maximum extent possible. So I have another army coming up from the south that I may not be able to be picky about this for the moment anyway. How far can they make it? Get to... I know I'm going to want those phalanxes in here. But I also want to make sure I leave everyone enough movement to shuffle over and deal with that stuff there. The phalanxes should have plenty. Oh, they've got Dread Siege up, don't they? Okay. Well, that's not great. Can I disjunct that? It's gonna take a turn. I'm gonna have to fight this battle without it. I'll have to use War Anthem to counter, which is gonna cost a full 60. So I want to make sure I use it at the right time, probably in the next battle. But I think I'm not too worried. I'm pretty sure I can still win with raw numbers. So I should be fine, probably. All right, for the moment, let's get these two down here. Stack them with that army. I want to pull you guys down this way. Monster Hunter's here. Go ahead and give him a couple range units for now. I'm trying to conserve unit movement at the moment. And then I just need to bring in like the four next best units from the bottom here, which are going to be probably the Pony Rider, and then at that point it's just extras. So we'll bring in you. And then I guess we'll just throw in some adventurers for good measure. He can't quite reach to contribute to this one, so we'll just stack those two together for now. He was going to go west, but I think... Well, actually I probably should have let him keep going west. We'll decide what to do with him after this. This guy... With the Manicore Riders over here, I am going to send him this direction. We still are just constantly churning out phalanxes in that city every turn. Yeah, I guess at this point it's just bring extras, so few adventurers is fine. And then we're gonna attack, probably from this angle, and just rely on sheer force of numbers to deal with this, since we can't do anything about his Dread Siege spell. Well, actually we can. Wait, no we can't. Because I think the spell... Well, no. Would killing him automatically disjunct the spell? I don't... Why do I not know this? This seems like a very basic game mechanic I should know. I don't think it does. I think it remains active. He just can't reinforce it if I attempt to dispel it. Because otherwise that would be really, really strong. Ah, he's using Trebs against me. See, not fair. I didn't choose to do that. Okay, maybe you guys could stop critting every once in a while. what we gotta do is get everybody together. And be careful with Kipper. We don't want to lose him. This guy just volunteered to get shot by lots of things. I'm going to go ahead and use the old sprint so I can close distance on that trebuchet as well. Let's see here. Same with you guys, I think. There we go. I am going to more or less charge, I think. I just want to be careful with Kipper around Mary, because Mary has a decent amount of melee damage. Kipper probably would not win a fight with him, but the phalanxes could win a fight with Mary, that's for sure. So we're going to charge them in. Try to get the other halfling units behind them. And lure these guys kind of down from here to this angle, and then I can sweep around and cut them off. Phalanxes can basically just go do whatever they want, except for that one who got pretty beat up. I'm going to pull him back, and we're just going to let them run in and keep plinking us with rocks for the moment. And I just want to keep Kipper out of Mary's range is all, otherwise he should be fine here. All my units are just kind of like, most of them are just okay, so some of them are not happy, I guess. Alright, let's pull these guys down and back, get them kind of away. I think maybe I could pick this one off, that halfling adventurer. Let's see if I can manage that. It's flanking a better shot here. There we go. With a lot of these guys, I'm just going to sort of charge the middle. These guys I want to form into more of a line and lure them in and then hit a bunch of fireworks all at once to try to dazzle units and then charge. For the moment, I think it's safer to back off and form just sort of more of a wall so I can take advantage of the overwhelming number of units. Would like to get through this without losing anyone, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It's a big battle, and Mary's going to be spamming spells, and the Treb's going to be doing crits, apparently. Who is going to take the hit? Ow! Okay, that monster hunter had a bad day. And Mary wants to capitalize on it. Mary just left himself completely wide open. Okay, now these guys are going to get charged on this turn. And they're starting to group up nicely up there for me, so that's good. Okay, Mary has signed his own death sentence here. But I want to start off down here, actually, and sort of work my way up. So, we've got a lot of halfling adventurers causing a lot of trouble. Oh, he can't quite reach their lines. That's too bad. Well, I'll just park you here. How do I want to deal with Mary? Probably, let's do this. Let's try to get this guy out of harm's way. Maybe back behind that rock. I'm thinking probably flank attacks with arrows to soften him up and then maybe run in for a melee kill with somebody. That is technically a flank, so I will take that. could pretty easily kill him from here with this guy. I'm just trying to decide if I want that guy to do anything else. Also have a lot of monster hunters that could really light some stuff up here. I'm gonna target those guys. Let's use those fireworks. I need to start throwing stuff back at all the range units that are throwing stuff at me. You can get lucky now, but you can't get lucky forever. Probably shouldn't say that, because technically I guess they could, but... well, they didn't. Okay, that did dazzle him, so I can attack him freely without worrying about attacks of opportunity. I think what I'm gonna do is do this safely with range attack. I want to get this pony rider through. Okay, Mary's gone. But yeah, this spell persists. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking that a global spell would disappear when the leader dropped. It's only really stuff that you're in the process of channeling that you lose the progress on. Alright, I think for these guys down here, I'm going to use this guy to try to finish him off. There we go. I want to use the pony rider to put pressure on this area, and the phalanxes to go beat up the trebuchet. Now that Mary is gone, I'll probably leave that one on guard. Try to soften them up. Unfortunately, there's some fumbling going on around here, which is very much not okay. Let's see, can I take this guy out now? No, not if he keeps getting lucky. Alright, sir, you've earned my attention. What can you do? You got Berserk? That could be fun. Let's just prompt one of these halfling adventurers to go nuts on his friends. Maybe that one right there could go attack the other one. How far back is he? Is he at a safe distance from things? Yeah, he's fine. Okay, just for the fun of it. Aw, shame. I think I'm going to leave everyone pretty much where they are. I'm sure there's some way for them to kill some stuff here, but... yeah, especially if they crit. Those monster hunters are holding up surprisingly well. I'm impressed. They've taken a lot of hits. Oh, there goes an advent. No, he survived too. What do you know? Holy crap, no one died there. Alright, they did damage a lot of my units. I don't know why they didn't try to finish this one off. Because he was, well, I guess they probably wouldn't have killed him, but yeah, now he's got a whole nother turn. That is an interesting thing about Age of Wonders 4. They've changed the system of combat to where now unit damage output is dependent on the number of like actual character models that are on the in the unit stack. So like something like a dragon still does full damage output because it's just one big unit on a tile. It does full damage output regardless of its HP. But units like these guys, like this guy here, he's the only one left in his little squad, so he'd do significantly less damage. So it decreases the incentive to finish off units and is more just about doing damaging like numbers like of what it looks like on the battlefield of how many there are, which actually I think it's going to be a really cool change. I like that. Because that's sort of how a battle you would think logically would kind of work. It's the number of soldiers that you see. Alright, well, this guy is probably dead. I think we are at a point now where I can pretty freely just break whatever I want. Starting with that dang Treb. Those guys are not watching their back, so you get a good old stab. I'm going to spam fireworks on these guys. Oh, I forgot this dude is right up in my face. Yeah, I need to do something about him. Let's maybe give him a good old charge attack to the back, I think. Or maybe I want to do that to the adventurer, actually. Yeah, I think I want to do that to the adventurer. Let's go say hi to him. You guys go ahead and take care of that little problem. Farmer can't do much but move forward, so we'll move him forward. Yeah, I think these guys here are all pretty much toast at this point. I think I can... They can't really do anything, can they? No, because if they move away, they'll just die, so... I think that situation is basically resolved. We'll move you over here. You can move up. Because they're stuck too. So yeah, basically these guys just need to move over in this direction. Deal with these problems. Maybe I should have left the Monster Hunter out of this though. Although I'm pretty sure I can mop all this up down here on this turn. Except for maybe the guy hiding in the back. Hang on. I think what I can do is I'm gonna get this guy out of here because he's really beat up. Use him to power through that. Use this guy to charge. Then you can move here and get a flank. It didn't work. Okay, well, we got more units. We have numbers. That's all I really had going into this battle was numbers. Problem is I have another battle right after this one, so... let's see, can you... I can't really do anything too terribly useful here. Okay, why don't you get that guy out of the way? In fact, why don't you come get that guy out of the way? Sir? Nope, you fail. I think we're pretty much out of stuff here. But that guy can't do it. I don't think any other units can do anything. They're all pinned at this point. Yeah, I think I can just end my turn here. Should be fine. I'm gonna have a bit of a beat-up army going into the next fight, but... Hey, maybe you could, like, not get lucky all the time. That's an option. Get out of here. I'm gonna try to give more XP to these monster hunters so they can level up and... Oh wait, he's on defense. Alright, let's just shoot him with range so I guarantee I don't take more damage. Okay, that's one of two battles. That was the larger number of units. Now I have to deal with the higher quality units. His remaining forces. How am I gonna do this? I could pull more units into this now if I had more that could reach, but I don't think that I do. No, so it's still going to be these same armies, many of which are quite beat up. But if I lose units, I lose units. These things happen. In a game like this, not everyone's going to make it out the other side. Alright, still nothing too terrible. There's a couple phalanxes and a mounted archer, plus Warbreed, a couple more mounted archers, but it's not like there's Manticore riders in here or anything, and so I should be fine. Let's try to get you guys together if I can. Get those phalanxes all kind of in the same stack with the hero. They can move down here. Okay, they'll probably will have to move all the way. Yeah, we'll do this. Alright, so you are surrounded again. We'll attack with the hero. Another closely matched battle? I don't think the Warbreed's going to do much in this one because of the sheer amount of monster hunters I have. The phalanxes are going to be a little bit bigger problem. And they had a hidden hero in here. That's what's going on. Oh man, I wish I had another way to convert. Yeah, that would be nice. Now I'm going to have to decide between using Degenerate to try to assist with converting one. Which one of these do I want? Both would be great. I really like Sorcerers a lot in this game, but I'm also not sure that they're necessarily the best choice for this game. Let's go manual combat and see how this develops. I think this actually could be a pretty messy battle, because my units are already so beat up. And they could just charge one side. Or maybe they'll split up and be done. One can always hope. Alright, well I already had somebody go down. That was, yeah, one of the monster hunters. No, it looks like they want to kind of group up and head towards one side. Which is what they should do, tactically speaking. It makes the most sense. We're just gonna go stab that guy, I think. Alright. Probably should have hit him from the other side, because then I could have gotten another phalanx hit in there. He doesn't have any range units to help. Oh well, this guy... Oh crap, he's got sprint. I screwed up. Okay, I think I can deal with it with a sprint of my own. Didn't really want to bring more units down, but... I can't, actually. Nope, he's just gonna get free flank attacks on somebody. Well, we can try damage mitigation and just making him take a longer path around, but I can't abandon the units that up top that need help. So everybody else is going to go straight to the middle of the battlefield. And you guys are going to try to get the heck out of there. Best of luck. Not sure how that's going to pan out. Where is that pesky Warbreed? It's going to be cutting off a lot of units here. They are fast. I think I want to make another hole in this fence for units to retreat through, because these guys all basically have to run away for now. Try to draw the enemy further onto this side of the battlefield. That Warbreed can hit basically whatever he wants here, which is a problem. But I will be able to counter with lots of other Monster Hunter hits, so it's not truly the end of the world. Plus, maybe I can slow him down with the... No, there's no way that's going to work. That's a 6% chance. Yeah, he's probably going to go for that halfling adventure and just smash the heck out of him, but we got backup coming. Like I said, this battle, units will be lost, but it's worth it for picking up another halfling hero and taking Mary out of commission for a few turns. I just wish he would go after anyone but me, but I guess I did take his capital earlier, so maybe I deserve it. Normally I would leave this guy in the back, but considering the nature of this fight, I sort of want all hands on deck, because there are some decent units we have to take down. Alright, I think I'm going to leave everyone more or less set up the way that they are. I might go ahead and just spam range attacks. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can... No. He's a halfling, so he's going to be getting lucky. Just thinking maybe I could... cause him to get dazzled or something at the very least, and make him easier to deal with on the next turn. I'll go ahead and just be aggressive against him. Part of me kind of thinks that maybe I could take him down with enough lucky rolls. No, I'm not going to be able to. No, we'll put you on defense. We're just going to have to deal with him on the next turn. Alright, here we go. So basically, since my hero has Dominate, and has that 3-turn cooldown, I'm only going to be able to get one or the other of these heroes. Yeah, I kind of figured he'd probably go for my hero. I don't have a way of healing him either, so I have to decide which of these heroes I want and then kill the other one. I guess I could look at all their abilities and also consider what I already have, which is a Theocrat, which is maybe leans a bit more towards the magic. I have 2 Warlords for physical damage covering. I think between the two, I would have to lean towards the Sorcerer. What does she have? I have to think about which one would be more useful versus Shadow Stalkers. And that is probably going to be the Sorcerer, because there are still 2 rogues active, and she can give Charged Army, she can cast Magic Bolts, later on she can get access to other electrical damage abilities like Thunderstorms and whatnot. I think she's the better answer for Shadow Stalkers. Man. Alright. I think the rogue's gonna have to go. As much as I really did want her on my team. She does have martial arts. Oh, that applied. Okay, never mind. It's from Warlord stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think she's gonna have to go. Phalanx is closing in up here too. Alright, let's start at the bottom and work our way up, because I want to get rid of the units down here. Let's use you to kill him. Okay, thank you. Because he's already injured. We gotta get these guys up towards the front. Just literally run straight that way as fast as you can all go. Go, go, go. We need help. Fortunately, this guy was kind enough to run right into the middle of everyone, and he's now going to get slaughtered because of it. Why is this guy like... Wait a second. That's not my unit. I think... Where do you come from? I was clicking him in last turn thinking he was one of my units and thought he was locked in defensive mode or something, but no, he's just chilling here. Is that one of mine? Did he convert one? I don't remember him converting anybody. No, that's one of his. I just don't know how he got... I'm so confused. Okay. I'm sure one of you noticed that. That went right past my head. I thought he was one of mine. Well, I guess we kill it. Okay, well, he's dealt with. That was weird. Alright, I want you... There, you. Go... Actually, you would be better at this. You know what? You're about to be sacrificed for the sake of killing this dude. Because I want the monster hunters firing fireworks into the middle of all that mess. And maybe I can do enough damage to take out... Oh wait, you're not... I keep getting the pony riders mixed up with the mounted archers. Okay, then I can move you guys here. From there, I believe you can reach. Okay, we'll move... Oh, wait. I probably didn't want to move him up. There's a frick ton of phalanxes over there. Alright, well, let's try to dazzle some stuff. And that may make my job a little easier coming up here soon. Just group dazzles. That's what I'm going for. This is full-on monster hunter sacrifices being made. I have no shame. And they kind of didn't succeed at it. Guess I get another shot at her. At least I finally dazzled the rogue. Also, I've got that chicken. Luck protects from chicken. Okay. Man. There's a lot of people that are going to die over here on the next turn. I am going to move the mounted archers into position to where they can fire from behind this line of rocks and rubble. And just try to get the other guys up as fast as they can get here. The trick is that lady in the middle I have to be more careful with because I don't want to kill her. I want to convert her. Now might be a good time for me to use... Degenerate would cost 30. War Anthem would cost 60. I think War Anthem is the correct play here. I should have used it earlier. Probably at the beginning of this turn. But they do have a lot of units with guard down. Because with Dominate, I can get multiple chances at that succeeding. So I don't necessarily have to have Degenerate to make sure that works. I can just move units in and out of range of the Sorcerer and keep trying it. What's their morale at right now? It's pretty good. Alright, I don't want any more units getting lucky. It's War Anthem time. I should have done this at the beginning of this turn. cautiously move this guy forward. Staying behind the phalanx for now. And you get him out of the way if you can. Dang it. Can't quite finish him off unless, well, unless I use him. There we go. All right. Oh, that top side's gonna get hit hard here, but not much that can be done about it. Okay, fortunately she moved into a position where I can deal with her a little easier. And possibly get a shot at dominating the other one. Those guys didn't get hit quite as hard as I was expecting. They didn't even kill any of them. They did kill the monster hunter that was there. Oh wait, that was just an adventure. Okay. Let's keep moving up. Main goal is to get the rogue out of the battle and pin the sorcerer down if I can. Phalanx is a big problem too. He needs to go. Is he... If I dazzle him, I could get the horse out. I could dazzle my own horse, but that I'm not too terribly worried about. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna back up and you're gonna move here. I want you to dazzle, try to dazzle that guy. Okay, finally, we got it. Okay, then I can get my horse out of this situation. I'd really rather not have him die. In fact, I could get free hits on the dazzled units now, which actually I think, yeah, I could kill it. Well, come close, I guess. Thought I would do a little more damage than that. Maybe I can finish him off? I should be able to. Okay, that takes care of one phalanx. Now for the rogue, which is that one. You need to go away forever, I'm afraid. Start with a flank attack to turn her around, then move in for more flanks. They get lucky, so I need to do something else. For the moment, we're going to err on the side of caution. I thought about moving the phalanx here, but I'm worried the sorcerer might do something stupid and get herself killed. So I'm just going to take that flank. And then use my mounted archers to finish her off. And now the rogue is gone, and it's just... the main thing I need to worry about is the phalanx and the mounted archer. The halfling adventure's not as big of a concern, but I guess I still need to pay attention because my hero's somewhat damaged, and I don't want him to die. So we're going to primarily charge at these adventurers in the back. And it would be a shame to lose a halfling adventurer who is expert rank. So I guess we can leave him out of this. It seems like the battle is turning in my favor. I'm gonna move you here as just a distraction and leave him here. This looks good. I think that's everybody. So let's go to the next turn. We'll let the sorcerer have a free move here, but after that I think we can start absorbing. They still have not killed anyone up there. Okay, I spoke too soon. There they go. Okay, now I can start taking away all her movement, I think. Maybe not quite yet. I still have to deal with that phalanx, but he is dazzled, so again, that's free hits for me. Not good for a dazzled unit to be a pikeman. Phalanx in particular, because you rely on them to be able to protect themselves. Okay, they're out of the way. Now, the main thing is to get rid of all these adventurers. Also, phalanxes are a great choice to do this, because they have pike square and don't take as much damage. And just like that, the sorcerer has no movement, leaving me completely free to charge in and fail horribly. Okay. Gotta be careful, because I can't do anything about that mounted archer back there just yet. He still gets another turn. We gotta get these guys out into the open field. Ideally, I would like to get another pikeman over there too. You will work. Go there. Need to keep this guy behind cover. Relatively protected. And use other units to do the riskier work here. Okay, who else can run just straight at that guy? Oh, yeah, that phalanx I left down here because he was getting a little beat up. He can go hang out with the other beat up halfling. Okay, that's everything for this turn. You just had to kill one more unit, didn't you? That's why I didn't want to move my hero too close. I was afraid of him doing something like that. Alright. I think that's the only mounted archer they managed to kill, though. So not terrible. I'm going to try to get behind him. Flip him around for everybody else to hit. Okay, now that... Illusionist. Yeah, you're Hasta the Illusionist. You... I could go after on this turn. I can't use Degenerate because I chose War Anthem, but that's okay. Let's deal with him first, because that guy just has to go. Alright, now it's just me and you. Alright, let's try to just first just go for the Dominate, and then I can absorb action points if needed. So... Okay, well, we're gonna start with this then, I guess. Because we can't have you picking on my hero here. That has a 3-turn cooldown, so I guess get comfy while I try to make sure this works. Best thing I can do is just surround her with as many phalanxes or other pike units as possible that have that pike square ability. That's going to reduce the damage I take from those attacks of opportunity that I'll be opening myself up to. That includes you, sir. You should be right in the middle of all of this. It does not include you. You're a little too beat up. You should go rest. Actually, I should probably bring him over anyway. He may be useful. Okay, you're there, you're there. Alright, let's just go to the next turn and spam this a lot. 1, shoot him. 3. And bring you up. This guy's... Kipper's gonna need field medic after this. Everybody's injured. At least she doesn't have tireless or anything like that. Let's back you off to give other units more room to do their work. She's probably slightly confused as to why this is happening. Okay, I think he gets dominate back on... Oh, it's 2 more turns, okay. Farmer's doing a fine job, but may want to stop. That guy is a little beat up. We'll go ahead and let this one take a hit. 1 more turn. We've got plenty of units to choose from while I keep trying to spam this. Let's see if it works first, and make sure I have enough units nearby that can take hits if they need to. I think I do, so I should be fine. Try it again. There we go. Alright, another halfling hero to join my cause. The other added bonus of all this is that I'm not going to have to deal with the friggin' hero spam popping up at my cities constantly. Oh man, the shape of my army though, they took an absolute beating. I lost 1 mounted archer, I lost 5 monster hunters, and an adventurer, and I guess 2 mounted archers. No, a pony rider, a mounted archer, 5 monster hunters, and an adventurer is what it looks like. But I took out 5 full stacks of Mary's forces. I think that was a pretty good trade. Plus, I get to see what goodies I get to pick up. And there were some goodies indeed. All right. Let's throw that on. Shield item. I think that actually may be more beneficial for Sam right now, since he's the one that has to deal with Shadow Stalkers. A few special rings. Unfortunately, not the rings of power, but they do give blight and fire protection. Oh good, a regeneration item. For a second I thought that was nourishing meal, so I got a little even more excited. You can have the club. I would rather send this to Sam. You can keep the lucky horseshoe, I guess. And maybe keep that. No one really needs the blight protection ring. I guess I'll just send that to... Well, hang on. I got that other... Let's see what she has, because I've got a whole new hero now. She doesn't have much. Alright, well, I mean, I'm just gonna... I know she's 1 space away, but I'll just send it to her, and then we'll sort that all out on the next turn. Also, I think I'll give this blowpipe to Sam. So he has some way of doing a small amount of fire damage. I think that's good for now. Can worry about fine-tuning all the item sorting later, but at the very least, Mary is out of my territory. Now I just kind of want to get rid of this freaking spell. I hate Dread Siege. It's annoying. Well, I may as well start trying to disjunct it. I need greater disjunction now, apparently, but we'll have to make do with this one for the moment. Hopefully I just don't get a critical failure at a bad time. Mary did level up again. Halfling Warlord level 6. Level 7 is where I think the next good thing comes into play. I always have to double check. Which is Tome of Wonders. There we go. Warlord level 7. So that is when Killing Spree comes into play. Which is a really good one, and I'm definitely going to want, as well as Blood Brothers, which cost 10. for a total of 15 points. I think I'm going to save the 5 that I have and get Blood Brothers, since their army is dealing with the succubus. Okay, I lost a lot of monster hunters, building berserkers. I still am going to commit myself to getting the war breeds out, because having some big smashy units sounds really good right now when dealing with Mary, especially if he's going to start throwing phalanxes at me. The war breeds are kind of a good counter to those. I think they have overwhelm, if I am not mistaken. Okay. Domain invasion dealt with, and I can put him back with a full stack of phalanxes to save on cash. So you go there. And now that I have another hero, I can stack units with her to save on more cash. Probably throw some monster hunters in there. Maybe another one of these guys. Those guys are all basically out of movement. So I'll just put him in that stack. But saving a lot of money on unit maintenance by stacking units this way. Eventually, she, I think, has the bonus for charged army. Yeah, so she may do a little better with melee units backing her up. I may want to swap the phalanxes to her group instead and give Kipper the other stuff. For now, those guys can all chill out where they're at and lick their wounds for a little bit. I am not confident enough to go charging at Pippin with this army, or charging at Mary for that matter. I think these guys are good where they're at. I just had a pretty solid victory versus Mary, but I don't think I have the forces necessary to launch a meaningful counterattack. Right now I'm doing good to defend the 2 edges of my borders. I just have to hope somebody else takes an interest in Mary and keeps him preoccupied. Ultimately, gosh, it's hard to say what I want to do, because taking Bilbo is better from a geographic perspective. If I killed Mary and Bilbo and just had a border like this, I would control basically the eastern half of the map. And I could defend on a north-south basis instead of like more of a long basis. But on the other hand, Pippin is a rogue, and rogues are bad news. So if you let them sit around for too long and get Age of Deception up, which is probably is going to happen in this game, I think. I don't know that I can prevent that, but I do need to at least prepare for it. And fortunately, Warlord, because of the draft and some of their other stuff, they have lots of ways of getting morale up. It makes a Halfling Warlord a surprisingly decent choice. Although I still think Halflings excel most as Necromancers, in my opinion, but Warlord is not a bad choice for them. If you must play a Halfling, that is. Alright, let's, oh yeah, we got that road to finish to make those haste berries actually usable, because I keep finding myself one turn away from being able to use them. Probably should have built it slightly differently, but that's okay. This works too. This is just going to be a mess of road intersections here, I think. I can be a little bit OCD about my roads in games and like them to look kind of like nice and not all messy, but in this particular game I don't think I'll have the luxury of worrying about that. You know what? we can't ever have enough, it seems. Fortunately, my phalanxes aren't really dying. I don't think I've lost any of them, so they're sticking around, but it just seems like I always need more. Eventually, though, I will make war breeds instead. War breeds will replace them, essentially. So yeah, we know Dread Siege is up. It's annoying. What are you going to do? Fortunately, Inspire Loyalty is maxed out, so I have the time to try to disjunct Dread Siege, at the very least. I think we could go to the next turn and get a little bit more done here. This is mostly a tale of beating up on Mary. I expect they will go kind of into defense mode until their leader is back. Yeah, looks like they're falling back to protect the capital, and that's fine. Right now, I I need time. If I can hold my territory, then I'm good. I'm sure I control more territory than everyone else at this point, so... Oh, hey, Praise the Leader Festival. Hey, 315 gold. All right, that is nice, because I have been hovering just above 1,000 for a while now, so getting a nice influx there is good. The Berserkers are going to be part of the go attack a wall strategy, but I actually think because of the number of monster hunters I just lost, I want some of those back. Although the Berserkers would be decent against phalanxes. You know what? I will build a few more. Maybe 3, and then when they're done, well, maybe I'll do 4 in case there's like an auto unit production, and queue up a couple monster hunters after that. But when they're... I probably will start making war breeds instead of those guys before long here. Got a rabbit burrow here. Maybe it's a little late now, but I do think it is useful to have. And let's see, we could do a grand temple, which would lead to the, yeah, you know what, I should probably do that. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and work towards that grand palace. I was going to make Eagle Riders, but seeing as how Mary is still very much involved in this game and already has Manticore Riders, which would beat Eagle Riders, and Phalanxes, which would also beat Eagle Riders, I don't think they're going to be as useful now as I was hoping. It may be better for me to just go straight for Manticore Riders, which my capital could do. Not quickly, but it could make them. But I think I'm better off just pushing for the Grand Palace here for now. Get those extra casting points, get that extra happiness, and be a little better off because of it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do that swap I was talking about. Let's move the sorcerer, move the phalanxes in with the sorcerer, and I'm actually gonna leave them here in the capital for now on defense. Especially if I can get that hospital done quickly. I'm going to let the hospital produce normally because we've got that very happiness bonus, and the hospital will push us up into 600 happiness territory. And I need to also prepare my cities for Age of Disjunction inevitably becoming a thing. So, yeah. I'll also leave this hero here. I think having 2 heroes on each side is sufficient for now. He's got a lot of... I may give him range command, kind of like Sam has, and use them kind of like I've been using Sam and Pimpton for the elemental bonuses for phalanxes on one side and range damage bonuses on the other. And then these guys here, literally, I think just need to hunker down and defend. I do want more... I'm going to send these extra monster hunters Sam's way. As well as maybe an extra phalanx or 2. Or maybe I'll leave a group of phalanxes in the middle for now, since I'm kind of playing defense for a minute here, and then I can move them wherever they're needed. Okay, you build a road like that, please. It looks weird as heck, I know, but it's fine. And that way, regardless of what direction units are coming from, I'm going to even build it down like this. And like that. So no matter what way units are going, they can get the haste berries if they need them. Oh, what a mess I've made. This is sad. I don't like it when my roads are all messy like that. Oh well. Okay, so in any case, that's as convenient as I can make the movement for the time being. So I'm gonna check on Sam over here. I think they're good for now. Got 2 more monster hunters on the way in. Can go a little further. I will put these guys up here and maybe start the process of getting a group of berserkers up here and maybe phasing some of them out as the berserkers come in. Because I think this is maybe the more likely angle that I would want to launch an attack on Mary from, because it also sort of puts units up near Bilbo too. The only problem is that mountain tile right there really just kind of gets in the way. I could build a road up to it, Maybe that's where my builder should go now. Yeah, I'll have him... I'm going to actually tell him to move like that so I don't forget. Because I think that is the place that makes the most sense for him to go, is building a road there so that I have easier access. Even though the mountain's still going to slow me down, I could otherwise move quickly into Mary's territory. And then maybe I could kind of hit Mary and Bilbo at the same time if I have the right infrastructure in that area. I also probably need a bridge going across there, so that's another thing to work on. What tile is that? That forest? Okay. I was trying to think of how I made... Well, I guess I would just build directly across to go straight at him. Really, Bilbo's been quiet for a while now. Very quiet. Almost concerningly quiet. Let's get you in here. Metropolis of Hamlet produced the phalanx, and they're going to continue to produce phalanxes for the foreseeable future. In fact, I may make those 5 more and then swap them out with Kipper, and so he can keep their maintenance down as well, and just always make sure that I've got a ton of tier 3s with maintenance being reduced from Inspire Loyalty. I am not going to do that with Sam right now because his bonuses affect range units, so I'm still going to keep him with an army of mounted archers, but I probably will do that for Kipper. Alright. Item has arrived. Inventory. Okay, you can take that. Put that there. She's got 5 upgrade points, but she's a level 6, so she probably gets some cool sorcerer-y stuff at level 7. Sorcerer-y is a real world word, I say. I promise. Phase, source, static sphere, inflict stun. Yeah, that's the big one. I like inflict stun. So yeah, I'm gonna want to. Although I think that's only 5. Is that only 5? Level 7 sorcerer. Inflict stun only costs 5, so she could get something else. Although I always find myself spending too much with sorcerers, but they need a crap ton towards the end, around the time that that Chaos Rift and some of the other, like Thunderstorm and that kind of stuff becomes available. So whatever I give her, I would like it to be an army buff if I give her anything. I think Magic Affinity, not a bad choice. Although against Mary, it probably doesn't matter much. You know what? She can keep the points for now. I'll find something to do with them. What is her spells? What she got for spells? She's got Sphere of Protection, Starblades, Magic Fist. Maybe more, I do have a surplus of mana. You know what? I'll give her Sorcery, the next level of Sorcery. Because she would need that anyway for Chaos Rift, and it benefits me now too. Because I don't have a lot of magical casty abilities, so I think that's a good choice. Bilbo attacked Independence and won. Okay, oh wait, Bilbo is up here. And he does have his Exalted now. But it's a little too late for him because I've got a bunch of guys with pointy sticks ready to fight back. So if he wants to come in and pick another fight with me, I would say he's more than welcome to. What worries me a little bit more about him is Shrines of Smiting. It did occur to me that Berserkers would actually be good against those because of Demolisher. Not 100% sure about Warbreeds. I'm not sure if they have it or not. I'll try to remember to check that in a forthcoming episode. Well, actually, we could look now. Do Warbreeds have... do Warbreeds have Demolisher? We'll just do a Warlord class for Halfling Warbreed. They have Wall Crushing. They do not have Demolisher. So Berserkers actually still have a useful role in my army because they have Demolisher, which means they can do more damage to the Shrines of Smiting. So maybe I do want to keep some of those guys around. Okay. Yeah, building another stack of those, maybe not a bad idea. Matter of fact, we'll build like several more. We'll just fill that up with Berserkers for now. May replace it with some Warbreeds anyway, just because they would be really nice. Warbreeds would be nice to have against the Phalanxes. I think it said they have Overwhelm, right? Warlord, Halfling Warbreed. Oh, they don't have Overwhelm. Okay. Just Wall Crushing and Regrowth are kind of their things. Okay, so they're not even particularly good against Phalanxes, whereas these guys technically get a bonus versus them. For cost efficiency, the Berserkers are actually better versus both Phalanxes and Shrines of Smiting. So yeah, it may be worth having a decent number of them. The Warbreeds are primarily useful for their ability to siege, break down walls, so that's probably how I need to basically use them, as siege weapons, primarily. Alright, well, I think this is a good place to end off. There's like some stuff floating in the air, so you guys can kind of let me know what you think about the current situation. In my opinion, it's too risky to attack Mary right now, especially with an army kind of weak, and then pulling away from Pippin could leave this city vulnerable. So part of me thinks turtle a little bit, build up, research, and try to catch up to the computers since they are ahead of me in tech. Plus, we got Bilbo up here, potentially threatening this city, but not really because I've got enough defenders in there for now. But other than that, yeah, you guys just let me know what you think of the current situation, how things are going, and what your thoughts are as to the best solution of who I should focus on attacking next. In my opinion, the best choice of action is to reinforce Scam against Pippin and defend it while attacking Merry and Bilbo at roughly the same time. I just have to figure out how I'm going to do that, so let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. This is the last episode for this week, so I'll be checking those before I record again. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. I will see you all in the next episode. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, Tarsak, and Tibby and Army. Thanks so much, everybody.